You felt it. A civil war inside your head. Your logical, modern self creates a brilliant financial plan, but a powerful, ancient force takes the controls and does the exact opposite. You blame yourself for a lack of discipline, but you are not fighting a single enemy. You are caught between two different leaders with two entirely different agendas. The first leader is the CEO. This is your rational mind, your prefrontal cortex. It understands spreadsheets, compound interest, and long-term goals. It's the part of you that watches this video and logically agrees with the concepts. Its primary goal is optimization and future growth. It wants you to be wealthy, successful, and secure in 30 years. But the CEO is not the one with ultimate authority. The real power belongs to the bodyguard. This is your ancient, primal brain, the limbic system. It has been running the show for millions of years, and its programming is ruthlessly efficient. It does not understand compound interest. It understands survival, right now. Its only goal is to keep you safe. The conflict you feel, the self-sabotage, is not a moral failure. It is a power struggle. The CEO can suggest a plan, but the bodyguard has veto power over any action that feels unsafe according to its ancient rules. Your financial frustration is simply a side effect of the bodyguard doing its job perfectly in a world it was not designed for. So what is its primary rule? The bodyguard operates on a single, non-negotiable biological law that overrides everything else. This law is not written in code or logic. It is etched into your DNA. And understanding this one law is the first step to ending the war in your head and finally taking control of your financial destiny. It explains everything. The biological law is this: certainty equals survival. Uncertainty equals danger. Your bodyguard is a certainty-seeking machine. In the ancient world, this was a brilliant strategy. The familiar path had no predators. The familiar food was not poisonous. The unfamiliar cave might hide a bear. Anything uncertain was a potential death sentence, and your brain evolved to avoid it at all costs. This ancient wiring creates a critical blind spot in the modern world. Your bodyguard cannot tell the difference between a life-threatening risk like a lion in the grass and a financially threatening risk like an unpredictable stock market. To your primal brain, the uncertainty of investing feels exactly the same as the uncertainty of that dangerous cave. It triggers the same alarm bells. The second component of this law is energy conservation. Your bodyguard views calories as precious currency. Anything that is complex, requires new learning, or involves difficult decisions consumes a massive amount of energy. Therefore, complexity itself is flagged as a threat. The easy, simple, automatic choice is always perceived as the safest choice, regardless of its long-term consequences. So the bodyguard's complete directive is to seek immediate certainty and simplicity, while aggressively avoiding future uncertainty and complexity. It will always prioritize a small, guaranteed reward today over a large, uncertain reward tomorrow. It prefers the guaranteed comfort of a $5 coffee over the abstract, complex possibility of a secure retirement in 40 years. This is not a flaw, it is a feature. This very system is the reason you are alive today. Your ancestors who were cautious, who conserved energy, and who preferred certainty were the ones who survived to pass on their genes. You have inherited the brain of a champion survivor. The problem is, you are now asking a survival expert to be a stock market analyst. Now that we understand the law, we can see exactly how it architects the most common financial mistakes. It's not you making these errors. It's the bodyguard executing its ancient programming with brutal efficiency. Let's look at 3 specific ways this law is secretly keeping you from building wealth. Starting with the most common one, the paralysis of inaction. Sabotage 1. The safety of doing nothing. You know you should invest, but you're stuck in analysis paralysis. The stock market is complex and uncertain. To your bodyguard, this is a massive threat. The safest action is to do nothing. Leaving your money in a savings account feels certain and simple. The bodyguard successfully protects you from the immediate danger of uncertainty at the cost of your future wealth. However, this feeling of safety is an illusion. The bodyguard is blind to the slow, invisible threat of inflation. Because inflation is a gradual, complex, and abstract concept, it does not trigger the primal alarm system. The bodyguard chooses the certainty of cash, not realizing it's a guaranteed loss of purchasing power over time. It avoids a perceived lion, but calmly accepts a guaranteed slow poison. Sabotage 2. The urgency of impulse spending. You have a stressful day. The bodyguard senses this discomfort as a threat. It seeks a quick, certain, and easy solution to restore balance. Buying something new provides an immediate dopamine hit, a feeling of reward and comfort. This is a simple, certain solution to the problem of feeling bad. The long-term financial consequence is too abstract for the bodyguard to care about. Sabotage 3. The panic of market volatility. The stock market drops 10%. Your logical CEO knows this is a normal part of long-term investing, but your bodyguard sees a giant, red, downward-pointing arrow. This is an immediate, certain sign of loss, a predator attacking your resources. It screams, "Danger! Sell now!" to make the pain stop. It forces you to sell low to achieve the immediate certainty of stopping the loss. In all these cases, the bodyguard isn't being malicious. It is working perfectly. It is successfully reducing immediate uncertainty and complexity. The problem is that the modern financial world is one of the few domains where embracing short-term uncertainty is the only path to long-term certainty. The bodyguard's programming is perfectly misaligned with this reality. So, if we cannot fire the bodyguard and we cannot fight it, what do we do? The answer is not to try and overpower it with willpower. That is a battle you will always lose. The answer is to stop fighting and start designing. We must create a system where the path to wealth is also the path of least resistance for our ancient brain. The core strategy is to make your desired financial behaviors invisible, automatic, and simple. You must design a system that makes the bodyguard feel safe. The single most powerful tool for this is automation. By setting up automatic transfers to your investment accounts every payday, you remove the decision entirely. There is no uncertainty, no complexity, just a simple, recurring event. Second, you must radically simplify your investment choices. Instead of trying to pick from thousands of stocks, an act of extreme uncertainty that terrifies the bodyguard, you choose one simple, diversified index fund. This single decision eliminates 99% of the complexity. You are turning a terrifying jungle of choices into a single, clear path. The bodyguard perceives this simplicity as safety. Third, you must reframe threats to appeal to the bodyguard's wiring. It ignores inflation because it's slow and abstract, so make it feel immediate and certain. Look at how much purchasing power you lost pre-times last year. Calculate the concrete number. Frame inaction not as safety, but as a guaranteed mugger who will steal 5% of your money this year. This language of immediate loss activates the bodyguard's protective instincts. To counter impulse spending, create friction. Make the wrong choice more complex and the right choice simpler. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Delete saved credit card information from websites. Institute a 24-hour waiting period for any non-essential purchase over $50. This inserts time and complexity into the impulsive act, which gives your CEO a chance to intervene and makes the bodyguard less interested. These are not budget tips. They are environmental design principles. You are architecting a financial environment where your natural, biological impulses align with your long-term goals. You are not trying to change your ancient brain. You are honoring its rules and building a system where it feels safe doing exactly what you want it to do. You are turning the bodyguard from a saboteur into an ally. By understanding this single biological law, You move from blaming yourself to strategically designing your life. You stop treating your brain as an enemy to be conquered and start treating it as a powerful partner to be understood. This shift from warrior to architect is the entire key. But what happens when you understand the law but still feel that internal conflict? That requires a deeper understanding of the Civil War itself. Let's bring this all together. The constant, frustrating battle you have with money is not your fault. It is the predictable outcome of a primal survival machine operating in a complex modern world. Your brain is not broken. It is simply running software that is millions of years old. Its prime directive is not to make you rich, but to keep you safe from immediate, perceivable threats. The great revelation is that you can stop fighting. The moment you understand the law, that your brain seeks certainty and simplicity above all else, you gain the ability to become an architect instead of a soldier. You can now design a financial system that speaks your brain's ancient language, using tools like automation and simplification to make the right path the easiest path. This mental model is your key to freedom. It allows you to forgive yourself for past mistakes and gives you a clear framework for making better decisions going forward. You are no longer at the mercy of your impulses because you now understand the machine that generates them. You have moved from being a passenger in your own mind to looking at the operator's manual. But this raises a critical question. Even with the perfect system, you will still feel the pull of that internal conflict. The bodyguard and the CEO will still disagree. How do you manage that ongoing civil war? How do you strengthen the CEO's influence without declaring war on the essential, protective bodyguard? That is the next level of financial mastery. That internal negotiation, the art of getting your two minds to work together, is what we explore in the video on your screen right now. We move beyond the fundamental law and give you the mental model to manage the two competing forces inside you. It is the blueprint for ending the self-sabotage cycle for good by finally getting both leaders to agree on the same destination. You have learned the foundational law of your brain. Now it is time to learn the art of negotiation with it. Do not stop here. Continue your journey to true financial peace of mind by clicking the video on the screen right now. Understand the Civil War to finally win it.